This quarter brought to you by Motolite. For express attended service, call 370-6686. Nothing doing there by Crayam. Revilla, nagmamadali. Lamang yung kanilang kalaban, Jeff Chang here. Dumps it inside. Njai against Famous. Boy, that time going to the left hand.
Just a good move. You know, kind of getting the ball around and behind the long arms of Jared Famous with that scoop shot.
21 points already for NDI to lead all scorers. Actually, check that. To lead the scoring para sa koponan ng Kia. Because Famous has got 22.
You know, I don't know what the mindset of GlobalPort is going into this game, but you know, Kia has got the #1 defense, but they're now one of the best scoring teams in the league. I mean, they're only averaging about 80 points a game, and now you look up at the scoreboard, it's 76-73.
That's going to be off Famous. Let's check in now with Erica.
Still with a manageable deficit, Coach Chito wants his men to be more aggressive. Aggressiveness coupled with focus to identify open opportunities. They need to make that space daw sa loob to open up lanes to penetrate. At pagdating naman sa depensa, umiwas daw sila sa fouls. They gave up 16 free throws, 13 of which were made by the GlobalPort. Kaya naman focus talaga ang kailangan and smart defense para makahabol. Balik sa inyo.
That's a lot of free throws. 16 free throws and a lot of points given up, 13.
Exactly.
Nice move here by Romeo. Finds Famous. Famous gets blocked in the back. And a foul, they say, is going to be called. Might be on Deutschman.
It's just opportunities like that. We just saw that. You know, drop-off passes, of course, not to mention the offensive rebounding of GlobalPort.
When you talk about offensive rebounding, that gentleman on the line has really made a living getting so many offensive boards. Mikey Romero here enjoying the action.
He's got 9 offensive rebounds, but a total, 27 rebounds of the game. And he might have more because that was a few minutes ago.
He's having another monster night. Chang still. Webb for 3, short. There's a board by Pringle, and here they're off and running, talking about GlobalPort. Looking to build on that 3-point lead of theirs. Mamarel back in the ball game. Famous with the set shot, doesn't work. Almost a bad pass by Deutschman.
Take care of that basketball.
Revilla looks for another floater. That one is offline. Here's Buenafe, nagmamadali. Famous. Trying to back in. Uses the glass, it's not gonna work. Here's Webb, all by his lonesome, and he's gonna be fouled. That's gonna mean 2 free throws. There was nobody else he could have passed it off to. Second foul there on Romeo. Here comes Doug Kramer, replacing Mamaril.
I'm looking over at Hamida Njai, and he's got his hands on his knees again, and we've seen this before, and he's just huffing and puffing. I mean, he's working really hard,
Well, at this stage, I don't think you can take him out. If you take him out now, maybe for a minute at the most. Because it's winning time, Ali.
Definitely, I mean, the game can get more out of control.
Isa lang ang lamang ng GlobalPort dito. Romeo for 3, bang! 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home DSL Triple Play Plans. 17 points for Terence Romeo. Webb gets to that one. But they're going to say he stepped on the line. And here comes Bhagat Singh. Sino yung kanyang papalitan? Si Chang ang lalabas. Boy, Chang has been silent. He's got 10 points.
Exactly. He's been very silent. Very silent. He's not knocking down his shots when he's open.
And those 10 points were early here in this basketball game. Buenafe. Boy, that was a perfect pass.
That would have been a dunk.
Gets it back. Here comes Famous working once again on the offensive boards.
It's been one of the keys for GlobalPort, especially when they haven't been executing properly.
I was about to say Tristan Thompson.
Yeah.
He's just working so hard at the offensive end with those rebounds. Look at those numbers, 32 rebounds.
Amazing. I've always said this, I've always believed this, that a big man is truly doing his job when he has more rebounds than points. You know, especially if it's like, he has like 30 points and 31 rebounds, or 20 points, but he has 25 rebounds. That's when you know your big man is really working.
And to add to those 32 rebounds, he's got 26 points to boot. Bhagat Singh, who just checked back in, masyado malakas. Ito na naman si Pringle. Boy, trying to beat everybody back down. Gets away, no. Again, Famous there. Nope, that time it's not gonna work. And Jai just grabs it away from him and says, enough is enough.
It's a nice move.
Dehesa, great line, masyado na malakas. Romeo stops, pops, and hits. Three-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home DSL. GlobalPort now with a much more comfortable lead. Chang back in the ball game, being hounded now by Buenafe. They need his scoring sock. Chang pa rin. At foul ay tatawag kay Kramer.
The whole night I've been talking so much about Kia's pressure. Well, in this second half, even in the first half for that matter, towards the end of the first half, GlobalPort's been applying their own version of pressure. It's been affecting Kia.
Well, then Jai gets away inside off that drive to the basket. He's just got great length.
Another left hand. You know, good things happen when they go to this guy in the post.
But they have stopped going to him. Romeo will be fouled there by Chang.
It's the way he got away from him. He crossed him over. You know, prevent him from trying to tip the ball from behind. He extended forward.
You know, that might be one of the reasons why Jet Chang is really not having a good night offensively.
Well, he's got to deal with this guy.
Exactly. Nice pass!
As I'm saying that, you know, he attacks the basket, recognizes the help coming over, finds Jared Famous for the handoff. Nice dunk.
Rich Alvarez getting ready to check back in para sa Kia. Revilla swings it outside. Dehesa, short. Nice rebound by Kramer.
Earlier, Coach Cheetah was saying, you have to control the pace. I don't think he has been doing a really good job of controlling the pace. He's been doing a good job playing defense and getting out on the break, but I believe that they should have pulled some of those possessions out, get a higher percentage shot.
Romeo in the corner to Pringle. Not that time. Revilla's going to wait for his big man, and rightfully so. They need to score in this possession. Revilla for three. Masyado malakas. Pringle in no hurry here. But then suddenly he found an opening.
It's just the size, you know, just being one of the bigger guards width-wise and with that athletic ability. Nice shot by Stanley Pringle.
He's got 10 points in the ball game. Chang trying to attack, finally gets away. No, he doesn't.
It's just the presence. Jared Famous.
Romeo will be fouled, and that's going to be in Revilla once again.
So amazing. You know, he is known for their pressure, and all of a sudden, the tables have turned a little bit. Now, GlobalPort's getting out in transition. They're pushing the ball. It's kind of put Kia on their heels a bit. Actually, a lot when you look at the score.
Terence Romeo rims that one out.
Here's
This Master Guapo move is brought to you by Master Face Scrub, Sikreto ng mga guwapo.
Those types of plays. Again, just 33 rebounds by Jared Famous. And just doing an excellent job.
Almost out-rebounding the entire Kia squad. He's got 33. The entire squad of Kia's got 37. That's an absolutely stunning stat.
It'd be disturbing for the other team.
That's true. That is very true.
I mean, especially when you're the coach and you're going to go in the locker room and take a look at the stats. But we still have 5 minutes left in the game.
Oh, that's for sure. And let's see if Kia can get back. Njai from the outside. Short. They're going to give him that shot every single time. Romeo controls it still. Look at that.
But you see how fast they got out? I mean, they're in half-court offense now. But that was pretty fast.
Famous. Thought about the jumper. Romeo is not going to get that to go. 13 ang lamang ng GlobalPort. Marami pang oras and that is not going to help out Kia. Pringle, nice move.
Wow.
Excellent play.
Beautiful pass.
Four minutes remaining. Njai just scored para sa koponan ng Kia to cut down that lead. 94-81 ang ating talaan dito. Romeo in no hurry here. Using some clock. Up against Chang. Gets away, but there's a block once again by Njai. And the shot clock will expire. Trying to go back inside to their big man. They kick it out. Three-pointer on the way. Yes! When Suceso there hits. And that's going to force the hand here of Coach Pido Harencio to now sue for time.
Well, he's been doing a lot of damage so far in this second half. And creating as well. Setting his teammates up. And then, of course, knocking down great shots.
There's Kramer now. They're really denying Romeo. Famous with a jumper, yes!
I mean, they're going to look for Romeo there, but if he wasn't available, go to the post. And great shot, great knockdown jump shot by Jared Famous.
Famous now with 30 points in the ball game. Njai trying to get one back, looking for a three-point play. That's not going to work, but he will head to the line for 2 free throws. Third team foul para kay Famous.
Just really wish that they would have worked out of that more, worked out of that post, because so many good things have happened with Hamadi Njai going up against Jared Famous in that block. And then before that timeout, that was actually good execution. There's nothing drawn up about that. That's just common sense. That's just common basketball. You know, Hamadi Njai got stuck a little bit, found Wenceseso wide open for the three-point shot. I wish I would have seen more plays of that.
Much earlier.
But you know, as I'm saying this, if you're talking about a 10-point lead here, and anything can happen with 2:45 left.
Oh, for sure. Wenceseso there has his hands full against Pringle. Njai comes out. They couldn't find Buenafe.
Just on that situation, you know, Doug Kramer could have just dribbled the ball and handed it off to Ronjay Buenafe as opposed to just throwing it.
Here's Chang. He has really been silenced. Getting away inside, no. Again, Famous was there.
Block party on both sides.
Yes. Well, you got two ring stoppers. Famous on the outside. That's not his range. Quickly hands it over to Pringle. Shot clock is at 6. They're going to lose it. Nice hustle here by Buen Suceso.
Great pressure defense. You know, Stanley Pringle, a little bit too much dribbling. Dribble out, find your teammate. But the responsibility of his teammates to come to the ball and not just stand there and watch.
We're in the twilight zone, the final 2 minutes of this match. Buen Suceso still. His pass slightly deflected. Quickly now inside to Njai. Njai making his turn, gets away. Short on the stuff.
Well, you wanted to dunk that. But sometimes you just don't have it. You're just a little too far away. Let's see, another turnover.
Getting away inside. That has cut down the lead to just 8 here. Here's Famous, trying to take it strong inside. And that looks like they're going to call it as a charge. He's got 2 offensive fouls already.
Not to be so critical here, but he didn't have to do that. You know, he could have just dribbled it out. Wait for his teammates to get across the court. I don't even think Omar Klein was across the court yet.
Only the top 8 make it. 4. Drop by the wayside. Njai finally gets the stuff he was looking for.
And it's a good pass by Rich Alvarez.
They get it to Buenafe. They swing it around Pringle. Back to Buenafe. Looks like a 4-corner offense here that they're trying to run. They swing it around and again it's good defense here.
Good defensive play.
Buen Suceso. Dehesa for 3, short. That would have been big for Kia. Famous is going to get fouled. I don't know why they're trying to come up with quick fouls. Wala pa sa penalty ang Kia Carnival. Two on 1. And now Terence Romeo says, we got a 6-point lead. Let's chop off some more time. Shot clock now at 8. He makes his move up against Chang.
Wow.
Throws out that 3. Bang!
He had Jet Chang all over the place.
They definitely need to go for a 3-pointer here. Foul is going to be called on Kramer. Nasa penalty na po ang dalawang koponan, so that's going to mean 2 free throws here.
2 free throws,
Chang finally will get to add to his tally if he makes these free throws.
I think it's just the defensive assignment that he has to face against Terence Romeo, who's arguably the best. Well, if he's not the best player, he's definitely the best scorer because he's leading all locals in scoring this conference. And that's a big responsibility, especially the way he's been knocking down shots. And then he's got to score on the other end.
Buenafe is going to be fouled. Free throws to put this game away. As he has a little conversation there with Hamadi Njai. Hamadi probably saying, help us out here a little bit. And Buenafe says, well, you're not paying my salary, so.
Might be too late.
My team owner is just sitting a few feet away from me. I got to make these free throws. And he misses the second. Still a glimmer of hope. Buen Suceso nagmamadali. Dehesa for 3. Bang! Lead down to 7. 12.4 seconds remaining and more free throws coming your way. 20 points already here for Dehesa.
Two free throws, Terence Romeo.
And how fitting for Terence Romeo to probably end scoring here para sa GlobalPort with a couple of free throws coming his way. Easily knocks down the first. Romeo with 27 big markers. Watch them run this play. Bhagat Singh had trouble getting it inside. Bhagat Singh for three. Masyado malakas. They look for Chang. Chang overshoots. Another rebound here for Famous. Well played game in this match. Both teams can actually be proud, but of course, in the end, GlobalPort with a victory here, 102-94.